Hey new warriors, in this video I'm going to quickly go over how to level up your character to TR55 as I have. As you can see here, I've officially hit it. So without going into too much detail, I'll just go straight to the point. What you want to first do is, of course, obviously play the game. That is perhaps the biggest advice I can give to anybody watching this. If you're new to the game, just play the game, do your side quests, do your main quests, get them all unlocked, and that should give you a good portion of your XP. Also, this earned trial XP section right here is really important as it gives you information as to where you are lacking in terms of your progression. So if you want to unlock more characters and you don't have as much points there, this will give you enough information to determine where you should invest your time. So definitely get your characters leveled up, get them to 50 out of 60, I would say is probably a good stopping point before 55. Once you hit 55, you can ascend them to 70 out of 70. But for me, of course, I got 60 out of 60 for most, but there are a couple cases here where I did 50, 60. And that's just because once you ascend to 50, that's where you get the biggest chunk of your experience. Same thing goes with your melee weapons. Get those up to 60 if you can. And then your Geniemons as well. These won't give you as much trial experience as the characters and your weapons, but they are still imperative to leveling up. Right here, for example, there's one right behind me. Let's see if I can catch him. This guy here, you won't get any real experience by catching him unless he's brand new. If he's a brand new catch, then yes, you'll get some points. But if they're just repetitive or ones you already have, you won't get any experience points. But definitely explore the map, see what you can find. For example, this treasure chest right here, you open it, 5 experience points. Some will give you 10, some will give you 20, depending on what you look for. But grabbing some wild Geniemon, grabbing the treasure chest should suffice as well. And then, of course, the more important one I would say are your wedges. The wedges are really where the meat and bones of your experience points comes from. As you can see, some of which give you 300. One outlier is one that gives you 1200, which is the Jormungand. Correct me if I said that wrong. But this one gives you a huge stack of experience points. This one was the one that really skyrocketed me to 55 pretty fast. So if you're willing to devote your time to grinding out, you should be okay. It shouldn't take you that long. As long as you're enjoying the journey, it shouldn't be that bad. And then you also have some sources, or rather some wedges that require you to take part in the Mystic Maze, because you'll need to collect Thread of Time. So by going to the Mystic Maze, this resets every week, so you'll be able to do this all the time to acquire more threads of time. But essentially, as you do this mode, it's a roguelike mode, you take part in it, you gather your threads of time, and you bring it back to the shop, and you can purchase basically all of your respective wedges here, and thus unlocking them for your XP. So that can also expedite the process as well, thus making your XP farming much faster. And then, as I mentioned, things like your memo, this is really important too. This is just your daily login. You get around 550 to 600 experience points daily just by logging in. So as long as you're able to log in, do your dailies, you unlock them over on the left-hand side, and that should give you a good beefy chunk per day. So don't forget to do those. And that's pretty much it. Those are perhaps the most quintessential ways to unlock and really get your way up to 55, at least for me. I just focused on characters, weapons, my wedges, playing the game, doing the event, and just having fun. That's really all it comes down to. Have fun and enjoy the ride. Of course, you can forge along the way too, if need be, but generally speaking, those are the ones to really look at. And then, as I said, if you feel like you're lacking in an area, look at your trial experience points library here, and you can check and see where you're lacking in to work on that later on. So if you have any further questions about DNA and you want to see more guides along the way, then be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. More DNA content, Path of Exile 2, Torchlight Infinite along the way. As always, new warriors, stay strong, keep fighting, and may the force be with you all, always. Until next time, take care.